Hi, today I want to continue talking about skin tones, and I want to show you how to mix skin tones for this wonderful portrait that was made by French painter William-Adolphe Bouguereau in the 19th century. Today I'm not going to show you how to make a master copy. I want to focus on the skin tones and show you how to mix them for this painting. The full video is available on my Patreon. You'll find the link in the description. I also made 3 master copies and 3 tutorials how to paint like Bouguereau. They are available to download from my webpage. Check it out. You'll find all the links in the description. So if you're ready, let's get started. This is a very nice painting. We can see that the skin tones are very clean, very beautiful. They are not muddy, not brown. Bouguereau used a lot of nice colors, and we can see a lot of cool shades like purplish, slightly greenish, bluish. They are really nice, and they are not so easy to mix, especially if you use ochres, browns, umbers, blacks, and some other colors that are not really nice for skin tone. So today I want to show you how to mix them using only primary colors. I have 4 colors, and I believe it's enough to make these wonderful skin tones. I'm not talking about painting, hair, maybe eyes, but mostly we will be focused on the skin. Yeah? Of course, you can use different colors, and some people would say it's important to use ochre, umber, and so on. I don't want to argue, but I want to show you the easiest way, in my opinion, how to get these really nice, clean colors. I always suggest when I teach to, even before you start painting, even before you start drawing, just to figure out what lighting we have. It's really important. So we have different types of lighting. It can be cool and it can be warm. Yeah? Cool lighting is indirect sunlight that comes from the window. The other thing I would highly suggest you to figure out is the direction of the light. So where the light comes from. Usually, especially in classical paintings, it comes from above. Yeah? And in this case we see the same. It comes from here. Yeah? You can find some cast shadows, like cast shadows from the nose, and then we can easily figure out where the light comes from. It comes from the opposite direction. If the cast shadow goes that way, light comes from here, from above, right? Another thing I would highly suggest you, if you want to do this pre-mixing, don't start mixing skin colors from the lightest area. Don't try to get this color, highlight color, right? We need to find some middle tone, not the lightest, not the darkest, some middle tone. I would suggest you to mix maybe the color for the side surface of the head, or maybe even the shadow. Yeah, this cast shadow on the neck is not that black, it's not that deep, it's kind of light, it's a very pretty color, to be honest. Yeah, and you can see that it's not that dark, it's not brown. I would say it's something greenish. Yeah, let's get a bit of yellow. It's lemon yellow. It's very cool color, very nice, very pretty, very clean. Yeah. Then we need to add a tiny bit of blue. I'm using phthalo blue, but you can also use other blues like ultramarine, for example. And let's mix them on our palette. We get a very intense green color, right? It's so intense that we can't use it in this portrait, right? It's good for painting maybe landscapes, but not for classical portraits. So I think it's too intense, right? What to do then? If something is too green, like we mixed a very green color, and we want to kind of make it slightly more grayish, yeah, less intense, like lower the saturation, we need to use a bit of red. Yeah, When we do skin tones, we have to use white. It's difficult to paint face without white. So let's start mixing in a bit of white, not too much though. We are trying to figure out the amount of it. Okay, it's getting lighter. That's good, because we need light tones for the skin. Maybe more white. But I would say it's still not very pretty. Yeah. I would suggest you to add a bit of yellow to make this color more vibrant. Yeah. And now we get a color that we could use in the face. It's kind of greenish, yellowish, cool, that we could use not in the lightest lights, obviously, but we are not going, and we were not going to mix the color for the lightest lights. It's for middle tone, it's for the shadow. So if we compare it with our reference, then we probably could use this color here, yeah? Maybe on the neck, yeah? And what do we do next? We are trying to make it slightly lighter. How to make them lighter? Again, we have cool light source. So the idea is that we use not just white for lighter areas, but we have to use also other colors, cool colors. So we are trying to use a tiny bit of blue. And I would suggest you to add a bit of red. And we get lighter color, lighter tone, and cooler color, yeah? It's not that green anymore, yeah? So we get a nice color, slightly purple, that we could use maybe here in the lights, yeah? It's not the lightest area. So this color that I have mixed is not very light, but for half tones, it's really good. It's slightly purplish, and we could use it in the face. So let's add more white into it and see what we can get out of it. Maybe it's too white. I would say it's too white, yeah, for the lightest lights. I would say we need to use a bit of yellow, because if we use only white and red, we'll get a very pink color that is not always good for the face. It doesn't look natural. It can make the painting look pretty plastic. To avoid this, we add a bit of yellow. It's slightly yellowish, slightly greenish, and we could use it over here, right? So we got kind of three main tones, colors for the face. Then you can always develop them, yeah? You can use more white and get really nice color for the cheeks, for example, yeah? You could use it here in the half tone on the cheek, yeah? Because this area has a lot of light. It's pretty light and pretty cool. So we have to use a cooler color. If you want darker tones, you can mix this initial color into our middle tone, yeah? I'm adding a bit of lemon yellow to make it lighter and a bit more colorful, more painterly. Yeah. So this complex greenish olive color, we could use a bit in the dark shadow on the neck, right? Because you kind of see a lot of greenish shades over there. I think that's enough for today. I hope this was a helpful video for you. Remember that I made it for my patrons, so you can follow me on Patreon and get more information about color mixing and painting portraits. And you can also download the full video tutorials where I can show you how to make master copies after William-Adolphe Bouguereau. So check it out. All the links you'll find in the description. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in my next tutorial.